Well, good morning. Welcome to another edition of today's Black Business News. But we're doing a new format. We are calling it Morning Brew, but Black. Morning Brew, but Black, baby. Yes, and you can find my affiliate link in the in the description. But before we get started, let's bring in some of our other community before we really dive into what's going on today, shall we? Shall we? Yes, we shall. Well, yo. Happy 2022. This is Morning Brew, but Black. Okay, yes, formerly known as today's Black Business News. You know what? We only got what? 3 minutes? Yes, I am your favorite business plan alchemist, the Black Girl Magic Master herself. This is what I have for you today. Listen, if you don't want to end this, just hop over to my YouTube channel, Black Girl Magic Masters LLC, for the full rundown on what's in today's business. But did you know cannabis compounds have the potential to prevent COVID-19? A new lab study has found. Did you know that? Did you know that Elon Musk and Hollywood actors alike are criticizing a California proposal that would cut rooftop solar system subsidies? Literally criticizing them. Did you know that those cloth masks, they are no longer working? They don't work for us anymore. You're going to have to get an N95. Follow me.
Well, yo.
So anyway,
happy 2022.
As we let that go ahead and peruse, let's finish the news. But did you know that the CDC could soon change its masking recommendations from fabric/surgical masks are fine to time to stock up on N95s? The Washington Post is reporting. So listen, the possible switch follows several new studies that suggest that those old cloth masks that y'all been making and wearing isn't cutting it anymore. It's just not cutting it. In one, a well-fit N95 or other particle filtering mask was found to be 75 times better at preventing COVID-19 than a surgical mask. The bad news for Hey Arnold, you know what I'm saying? The most important factor in recent mask studies was how well it's fitting our face. People wearing snug N95s were protected against COVID for 2,500 hours if infected persons also wore N95 versus 25 hours with the non-fitted tested N95. You know what I'm saying? But listen, let's zoom out. The growing recognition that the N95 is greater than cloth and the possibility of the new CDC guidance have caused the prices of the N95s and the K95, KN95s to spike. And with some brands nearly quintupling in price on Amazon and the likes. And even if you make the purchase, you could accidentally be snagging counterfeits. Did you know that? Which have flooded the market. And some politicians don't think you should pay for N95s at all. That's why I love Senator Bernie Sanders, because, you know, he loves his coverings. You know what I'm saying? But he really introduced Americans get 3 free N95 mask bill on Tuesday. And, you know, and that's why we love our Democrats like Bernie. Now, on the fact that the increase of the price. Let's talk about it. Okay, you all selected inflation basically as one of the top business studies or business stories of 2021. And it just kicked off in 2022 with the campaign with the bang. I mean, look, my God, consumer prices have soared 7% in December, marking the largest yearly increase since 1982 that the Labor Department has reported. And this was yesterday that they reported it. 7%. Last year, I think everybody was saying there's no inflation. Nothing's coming. Oh, what the? It is here. And I guess I was the only one, not Goldman Sachs, not the world. Everybody, I was trying to tell y'all. Well, maybe because I was in finance class at the time and I was looking at the whole Anyway, I was looking at this in depth, but now that I know what I know, yeah. Listen. The biggest culprits was the shelter costs, aka rent, and used car prices. Shelter costs jumped 0.4% from the previous month and 4.11% on the year, their fastest annual growth since February of 2007. Used vehicles, which have become the poster child for the current inflationary environment, and they have increased 37% over the past year. 37% over the past year. Gasoline prices, my friends, have also spiked nearly 50% since December 2020. And though fuel and energy costs dipped slightly last month, this is still a problem. And while many Americans have gotten a raise this year, pay bumps haven't kept up with the price bumps. Basically, the inflation is cutting all of the increases we made in wages. Real average hourly earnings or wages that take inflation into account fell seasonally adjusted 2.4% in December from a year earlier. We're talking transportation, we're talking professional services. That's what we're talking about. But what can be done? Let's start with the feds, whose literal job is to keep prices under control. Caught flat-footed, not me. I was trying to tell y'all, but I'm just, who am I? I'm just nobody. Nobody knows me yet. But anyway, as inflation spread across the economy, the central bank is now planning to wind down its stimulus measures and basically hike interest rates at least several times this year. 2022. And did I tell y'all that they're going to start charging for that Dun and Bradstreet number? That is a very important 9-digit identifier that businesses, especially small businesses that want to be taken seriously, you need that. April 2022, things are happening. Let me just say this. The point that higher interest rates raise borrowing costs for consumers and businesses, slowing down demand, incentivizing more saving, and basically in turn inflating or deflating prices. We're hoping this is what's going to happen. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. People going to get, this is what I told my daughter last night, and this is just me. Maybe I'm crazy or whatever, but people going to get that income tax money and they're going to buy most of the same things. They're going to purchase the same things because everybody tries to keep up with the Joneses. That's going to hike up those prices even more. And basically, we're just going to be in this weird cycle. All I know is if we look back at history, when the Spanish flu hit back in the 1900s or whatever, I think it had about 4 or 5 waves. But about 5 years after that, they had a Great Depression. But anyway, other ideas. The Biden administration has launched an antitrust crusade against highly concentrated industries in the hopes that more competition will bring down prices. And the U.S. Chamber of Commerce argued for more immigration to ease labor shortages, right? But some analysts have argued that many of those interventions are like giving Gatorade to a hungover 40-year-old. The only fix is to just wait it out. That's because the COVID-related supply chain bottlenecks that have helped fuel the inflation are still raging. And prices will only start to cool when constrained supply catches up with increased demand. I don't know how that's going to happen. I just took the class. I just got a master's. What we about to see is some jujitsu math that's about to happen. The big picture is those bottlenecks could get even worse. Manufacturing powerhouse China has locked down roughly 20 million people across 3 cities in a bid to prevent widespread Omicron outbreaks. The HSBC economists warned that the Big O gaining steam in Asia, where it hasn't taken off yet, could lead to the mother of all supply chain disruptions by forcing factories offline again. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. The fact that they're going to have income taxes coming. Your taxes is going to be a little slower this year. They're still backed up from last year. I'm just a messenger. I am just a messenger. I am just giving you your morning brew with no sugar and all black. I just want to say this. We need voting rights legislation passed, and I am with the shits. Come on, filibuster. I am with the shits. I will talk to y'all later on. Because one of the things that I'm about to do is I'm about to go live on my Facebook channel because I got a rant. I'm going to rant against my city and in the school system because some things aren't working out here. They're saying that children are safer in school. That's why they're not going to remote. But yet every day they want to announce 10 or 6 or 5 every day, a different day. There's so much inconsistency with our school district right now that we really need to call into question the superintendent that's running it. Because how dare you? How dare you try to make us feel like we're stupid? How dare you say that the children are safer in school, but that's only if we test them every day. When a goddamn test is on backlog. All I know is them tests ain't even 100%. And I'll be damned if I test my baby every goddamn day, creating some other information and introducing some other foreign item into her body and his body. No. So we're going to go live on Facebook. That's what we're going to do. All right, I will see you guys later. Love, peace, and hair grease. Y'all be staying tuned because now that I'm getting my footing, and now that 2022 is making its sense, and now that I understand that I need to listen to my own gut on things, like I said, the COVID is here. We might as well have went on lockdown, but because we done put some money in different places, I'm pretty sure people are scared to lock down because they're scared of the backlash that will happen for the money that they receive to prevent them from having to shut down for COVID. But one thing about it is, it's like we paid all this money before we even knew what was going on. And that is what I strongly, as a business coach, it hurts my heart to even see professionals and government officials and people miss the mark. The whole point is you don't start introducing any new measures unless you know what you're dealing with. You have to have a real assessment of what's going on, and we can't fully assess COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-2021, COVID-2022 now. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. This has been Morning Brew, but black with no sugar. I hope that you guys continue to follow me, like, subscribe, share this content. You know what I'm saying? I take all your comments, good, bad, the ugly, because I know who God has created me to be. I just want to be the change I want to see in this world. So if you wonder what my angle is, that it is. I want to be the change I want to see in this world. I was kicked to the sidelines and I was left beside and nobody believed in me. But I'm going to believe in you. I'm going to validate you and I'm going to help all those on the sidelines. And I'm going to keep on speaking my truth. All right, y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease. I love y'all so much. And I'll catch you on tomorrow's Morning Brew. Black with no sugar. You already know. Thank y'all. See y'all in a minute.